Laws exist to maintain order, protect citizens, and create functional societies. Most legislation serves important purposes. Then there are laws so mind-numbingly stupid, you wonder if lawmakers were drunk, pranking future generations, or responding to one very weird incident nobody wants to talk about. 1. Britain has a law about handling salmon suspiciously. Yes, you read that right. The Salmon Act of 1986 makes it criminal to handle a salmon under suspicious circumstances. What makes salmon handling suspicious? Nobody knows. The law doesn't say. You could be arrested for looking nervous while holding a fish. Picture a cop. "Excuse me, sir, that salmon handling looks a bit dodgy. I'm going to need you to come with me." This is a real law that real police can enforce. Somewhere, a legislator thought suspicious salmon handling was a phrase that needed to exist in criminal code. 2. France won't let you name your pig Napoleon. Apparently, insulting a dead emperor through pig nomenclature is where France draws the line. You can name your pig basically anything else: Hitler pig, Stalin swine, Mussolini McPorkchop, but Napoleon is off limits. French national pride protects their most famous tiny emperor from porcine association. The law doesn't extend to chickens or cows, just pigs specifically. Somewhere there's a French farmer who really wanted to name his pig Napoleon and couldn't, and that's hilarious. 3. Swiss people legally cannot flush toilets after 10 p.m. in apartments. The government has decided that nighttime urination must be silent. Either hold it until morning or risk disturbing your neighbors with illegal flushing sounds. This is a real choice Swiss citizens face. Imagine explaining to tourists, "Welcome to Switzerland, where the trains run on time and nobody flushes after 10. The Swiss have chosen toilet silence over basic human dignity, and they're apparently fine with this arrangement. 4. Singapore treats chewing gum like heroin. Import gum? That's smuggling. Sell gum? That's trafficking. Chew gum? Straight to jail, probably. Okay, maybe not jail, but serious fines. The entire nation decided gum was too dangerous to exist because people stuck it places. Instead of punishing littering, Singapore banned the substance itself. Therapeutic gum exists but requires a prescription because apparently some people's teeth need gum so badly, it's a medical condition. Singapore has pharmacies where people go to get their prescription gum, like it's antibiotics. 5. Alabama says you can't wear fake mustaches in church if they cause laughter. Real mustaches? Fine. Fake mustaches? Only if nobody thinks they're funny. If people laugh at your false facial hair during service, you're breaking the law. Someone in Alabama's history wore such a hilariously bad fake mustache to church that legislators said never again and banned it. This law implies there was an epidemic of disruptive comedy mustaches in Alabama churches. The specificity is incredible. Not all fake mustaches, just the funny ones. 6. Denmark requires checking under your car for children before starting the engine, every single time. This implies Danish children regularly sleep under cars. Either Denmark has a severe car napping problem, or one very specific incident traumatized the entire legislature. Picture Danish drivers on their hands and knees before every trip, peering under their vehicles for sleeping toddlers. This is apparently such a common issue it needed a law. What are Danish children doing under there? 7. Oklahoma banned making ugly faces at dogs. Not biting dogs, not kicking dogs, making faces at them. If your expression offends a canine, you're a criminal. Dog owners can report you for aesthetic crimes against their pets. There's no standard for ugly, no measurement system, just vibes. A cop has to determine if your face was ugly enough to warrant charges. Oklahoma decided dogs need protection from unattractive human expressions. Let that sink in. 8. Italy requires permission to build sandcastles. You know, those temporary piles of wet sand that disappear with the tide? Those need government approval. Children must obtain permits before beach architecture. The bureaucracy treats your kid's sand bucket project like it's commercial real estate development. Italian beach permits probably take longer to approve than the sandcastle takes to build. Some Italian child definitely cried because their sandcastle was illegal. 9. Japan fines you for being fat. The Metabo law mandates maximum waistlines, and exceeding them means penalties. Companies get fined if their employees are too thick. The government measures citizens' waists and issues citations for excessive circumference. Being overweight isn't a health concern in Japan, it's a legal violation. Imagine getting pulled over. License, registration, and your waist measurement, please. Japan has decided that love handles are a government problem requiring enforcement. 10. Canada limits how many coins you can use to pay. Pay with too many pennies and you're breaking federal law. The Currency Act says 25 pennies maximum per transaction. Trying to pay your $50 parking ticket in nickels? Criminal. Canada has decided that excessive coins are a threat to commerce. Stores can legally refuse your money if you bring too many pieces of it. Someone definitely tried to be annoying by paying in all pennies, and Canada said that's illegal now. 11. Thailand banned leaving home without underwear. Commando is criminal. Your undergarment status is government business. Police theoretically have authority to check, though enforcement would be problematic. Thailand looked at personal clothing choices and said, the state has opinions about your underpants. This law raises so many questions about enforcement that it's better not to think about it too hard. Just wear underwear in Thailand, apparently. 12. Minnesota won't let you cross state borders with a duck on your head. Not in your car, not in a bag, specifically on your head. You can transport head ducks within Minnesota, just not across state lines. This is oddly specific interstate waterfowl headwear legislation. Someone definitely tried this. Some Minnesota resident was like, I'm moving to Wisconsin with Mr. Quackers on my head. And the government said absolutely not. The specificity suggests a very particular incident nobody wants to talk about. 13. Germany requires prescriptions for beer after 8 p.m. in some regions. Evening beer is medicine. Want a six-pack at night? Better visit your doctor first. What seems to be the problem? I want beer after dinner. Here's your prescription. This is real German bureaucracy applied to alcohol. Imagine pharmacists dispensing Heineken like it's Vicodin. Germans managed to medicalize drinking, which is impressively German. 14. Ohio says fish can't get drunk. Don't get your fish drunk. Don't even try. Fish sobriety is legally protected. This law exists because someone definitely got a fish drunk, probably multiple times. Enough that Ohio was like, we need legislation about this. Picture lawmakers in a serious meeting. Gentlemen, we have a fish intoxication crisis. Who was getting fish drunk in Ohio? Why? The law raises more questions than it answers. 15. Arizona banned donkeys sleeping in bathtubs. Donkey bathtub naps are illegal. Your donkey can sleep anywhere else, the barn, the field, your bedroom apparently, just not the bathtub. Someone had a bathtub donkey situation that traumatized Arizona. There's a story behind this law, and it's definitely weird. Was the donkey stuck? Was there flooding? Did it cause property damage? We'll never know, but donkey bathtub sleeping is now forever prohibited. 16. Kentucky outlawed ice cream cones in back pockets. Front pockets are fine. Back pockets make you a criminal. The origin story is that horse thieves used pocket ice cream to lure horses away from their owners. So this is actually anti-horse theft legislation, disguised as ice cream positioning rules. Horse thieves in Kentucky were apparently so sophisticated, they weaponized dairy desserts. Modern enforcement seems unlikely, but technically you can't pocket that cone behind you. 17. Russia made it illegal to tell kids gay people exist. Acknowledging homosexuality around minors is propaganda worthy of arrest. Teachers can't mention it. Media can't discuss it. Pretending gay people don't exist is legally mandated. Russia looked at reality and said children can't know about this reality. This isn't funny stupid, this is dystopian stupid, but it's technically a law and it's definitely idiotic. 18. Vermont requires husbands' permission for wives to get dentures. Women need spousal approval for false teeth. Your dental prosthetics are your husband's decision. This is horrifically sexist 19th century nonsense that nobody bothered repealing. Vermont apparently forgot this law exists. It's unenforceable and unconstitutional, but technically still written into legal code. Somewhere there's a statute book with this sentence and nobody's crossed it out. 19. Dubai can deport you for kissing. Public displays of affection are criminal. Tourists get arrested for pecks on the cheek. Dubai treats kissing like assault. Couples on vacation have been jailed for normal relationship behavior. The law is enforced aggressively enough that multiple international incidents have occurred. Dubai has decided that facial affection is too dangerous to permit. Don't kiss in Dubai. Just don't. 20. Iowa banned mustached men from kissing women publicly. Bearded kisses? Fine. Clean-shaven kisses? Also fine. But that mustache makes the kiss illegal. Women can kiss anyone. Men without mustaches can kiss publicly. But a mustached man kissing publicly is criminality. Iowa created facial hair-based kissing discrimination. This law absolutely targeted one specific mustached guy who was too enthusiastic with public affection. 21. Milan requires smiling at all times except funerals and hospitals. Frowning is illegal. Sadness is criminal. The law mandates happiness. You must smile or face fines. Only funerals and hospitals provide legal sadness windows. Milan looked at human emotion and said, "Only positive expressions permitted." Enforcement would require happiness, police monitoring facial expressions. This is dystopian nightmare fuel masquerading as local ordinance. 22. Victoria, Australia says only electricians can change light bulbs. Homeowners replacing bulbs are breaking electrical regulations. Twisting in a new bulb requires professional licensing. The government has decided that light bulb replacement is too technical for civilians. Electricians must be called for the simplest household task. Australians cannot legally perform basic home maintenance. This creates a light bulb black market where rogue homeowners illegally replace their own bulbs. 23. Swiss people can't mow lawns on Sundays. The grass gets overgrown while you wait for legal mowing windows. Sunday mowing is noise pollution requiring prohibition. Switzerland has decided that lawn care threatens the sanctity of rest days. Your yard maintenance must respect religious quiet time. Swiss grass grows on Sundays without legal intervention. This is part of broader Swiss Sunday noise laws that are hilariously strict. 24. France protects pigs from Napoleon's name, but kids can be named Hitler. Children can legally be Adolf, but pigs can't be Napoleon. The legal protection hierarchy puts porcine dignity above human children. You can name your baby after a genocidal dictator, but not your livestock after an emperor. France's naming laws have bizarre priorities. This creates absurd scenarios where pig names have more restrictions than baby names. 25. Tennessee specifically banned driving while asleep. This seems obvious, but apparently needed explicit prohibition. Sleeping and driving simultaneously are incompatible activities that Tennessee felt required separate legislation. The existence of this law suggests people were definitely driving while sleeping enough to warrant specific legal language. Tennessee looked at sleeping drivers and said, "We need to make this extra illegal." 26. Greece accidentally banned all video games trying to stop gambling. The law is so broad that tourists were arrested for Game Boys. Trying to stop illegal gambling, Greece made Tetris criminal. The overly broad legislation captured all electronic games. Greece banned an entire form of entertainment through poorly written gambling prohibition. This is legislative incompetence creating absurd outcomes. Greece essentially made being a gamer illegal. 27. Oklahoma won't let donkeys sleep in bathtubs after 7 p.m. specifically. Daytime donkey bathtub sleeping is fine. Evening donkey bathtub sleeping crosses the line. Oklahoma has created specific time windows for donkey bathtub activities. After 7 p.m., that donkey better be sleeping literally anywhere else. The time specificity suggests very particular donkey bathtub incidents. Why is 7 p.m. the cutoff? What happened at 7:01 p.m. with a bathtub donkey? 28. Utah gave birds highway right-of-way. Birds legally outrank cars on roads. Drivers must yield to avian traffic. Utah has created bird superiority in traffic law. Your car commute is subordinate to bird flight paths. Every pigeon has legal priority over your morning drive. Utah drivers must constantly monitor for birds exercising their superior road rights. This seems problematic for actual traffic flow, but technically birds win. 29. Florida says unmarried women can't parachute on Sundays. Single ladies are grounded on the Lord's Day. Get married or skip Sunday jumping. Marital status determines skydiving privileges. This is gender discrimination, religious day enforcement, and recreational activity restriction, combined into one spectacularly stupid law. Florida looked at unmarried female skydivers and said, "Not on Sundays, you don't." The specificity is baffling. 30. Pennsylvania mandates honking at Amish buggies. Now you must audibly announce your presence to horse-drawn vehicles. This is actually reasonable given Amish populations, but it's still legally required honking. Pennsylvania drivers who don't honk are breaking traffic law. The state has decided that Amish warning honks are necessary government function. This is practical stupidity rather than pure stupidity, but honking requirements are still funny. 31. England banned dying in Parliament. You cannot legally die in the Houses of Parliament. Death is prohibited. If you die there anyway, you've broken the law, though enforcement seems challenging given your deceased status. Parliament said, "No dying here," and expected compliance. This supposedly relates to state funeral entitlements, but is probably exaggerated. Either way, Parliament treats death as an illegal activity on premises. 32. Louisiana outlawed surprise pizza. Sending unsolicited pizza is harassment. Your friendly pizza surprise is criminal. Louisiana has decided that unexpected pizza delivery constitutes illegal behavior. Anti-harassment laws captured pizza in their scope. Sending a friend surprise dinner is legally problematic. Louisiana took pizza very seriously. Don't surprise anyone in Louisiana with food, apparently. 33. Japanese dancing requires licenses after midnight. Nighttime dancing is regulated activity needing government approval. Clubs need special permits for post-midnight choreography. Japan looked at late-night dancing and said, "Too dangerous without oversight." Dancing curfews are enforced through club closures. Japan has bureaucratized boogieing. Your midnight dance moves need state authorization. 34. Thailand says stepping on money insults the king whose face appears on currency. Accidental money stepping is royal disrespect worthy of criminal charges. Dropped coins require careful retrieval, avoiding foot contact. Thailand treats currency as sacred due to royal portraits. People have been arrested for money stepping accidents. Thai currency receives more respect than most countries give actual monarchs. Don't step on Thai money. 35. Nevada banned highway camels. You cannot legally ride camels on public roads. This is obsolete legislation from 19th century camel experiments in the Southwest. Nevada maintains prohibition on camel transportation despite zero modern camel traffic. The law forgot camels aren't common anymore. Nevada's legal code still references camel highway ban from 150 years ago because nobody bothered updating it. 36. Scotland requires bathroom access for requesting strangers. If someone knocks needing toilet facilities, you must provide access. Scottish hospitality is legally mandated. Your bathroom privacy is subordinate to stranger emergencies. Scotland has decided that toilet needs create legal obligations for homeowners. This is extreme hospitality codified into property law. Scots cannot legally refuse bathroom requests. "Can I use your toilet?" is legally binding in Scotland. 37. Maryland won't let you take lions to movies. No movie theater lions. Lions must watch films at home. Maryland has specifically prohibited cinema lions. This suggests someone tried bringing a lion to see a movie and Maryland said, "Never again." The law doesn't mention other dangerous animals, specifically lions. Someone definitely had a movie theater lion incident that traumatized Maryland legislators. 38. Norway says all polar bears born in the country belong to the king. Royal polar bear ownership is automatic. Norwegian polar bear cubs are crown property. This is medieval wildlife ownership persisting in modern law. Polar bears are automatically royal from birth. Norway maintains monarchy wildlife claims from centuries ago. Finding a polar bear means finding royal property. The King of Norway owns bears he's never met. 39. Switzerland banned solo guinea pigs. You cannot keep one guinea pig alone because they get lonely. Guinea pig ownership requires pairs minimum. Swiss animal welfare extends to mandating guinea pig companionship. Pet stores cannot sell single guinea pigs. Switzerland has legally protected guinea pigs from loneliness. This is simultaneously thoughtful animal welfare and completely absurd government overreach. 40. Alaska banned waking sleeping bears for photographs. Don't wake the bear for a selfie. Sleeping bears have legal protection from photography. Alaska had to explicitly prohibit bear waking for photos because people were doing it. The law exists because humans are dangerously stupid around wildlife. Alaska looked at sleeping bear disturbances and created specific prohibition. Bears have legal right to undisturbed naps in Alaska. 41. Arkansas says the river can't rise above a specific bridge. The law prohibits natural water levels from exceeding specific height. Arkansas tried to regulate flooding through legislation. The river completely ignores this law. Nature doesn't care about Arkansas legal code. The river floods whenever it wants because rivers don't read statutes. Arkansas genuinely believed they could legally prohibit water from rising. The confidence is astounding. 42. South African youth can't wear camouflage. Camo patterns are restricted to military personnel. Fashionable teenagers wearing camo are criminals. South Africa treats military patterns as controlled by law. Your clothing choice can result in arrest. Fashion choices have legal restrictions based on pattern. South Africa decided civilians shouldn't wear specific prints. This is dress code enforcement through criminal law. 43. Texas banned second-story hotel buffalo shooting. Ground-level buffalo shooting is fine. First-floor shooting is okay. But second-story hotel buffalo shooting crosses the line. This is incredibly specific Wild West legislation. Texas had enough elevated hotel buffalo shooting to warrant prohibition. Someone was definitely shooting buffalo from hotel windows, and Texas said, okay, but not from the second floor. The specificity is incredible. Why is second floor the problem? 44. North Carolina criminalized off-key public singing. Singing badly in public is illegal. Your voice quality has legal standards. Enforcement would require determining objective singing accuracy. North Carolina says if you can't carry a tune, shut up. Bad singing is criminal offense. This creates potential liability for karaoke and shower singers. North Carolina has decided that musical quality requires government enforcement. 45. Australia used to limit potato possession to 50 kilos. Exceeding potato limits was criminal. Australia regulated spuds like controlled substances. The Potato Marketing Corporation prohibited excessive potato ownership. Too many potatoes meant legal problems. Australia treated potatoes as dangerous enough to limit personal possession. This law recently was repealed but existed for decades. Australia had potato police monitoring tuber hoarding. 46. English postal regulations say upside-down stamps showing the monarch are treason. Incorrect stamp orientation is crime against the crown. Accidentally affixing stamps wrong is technically treasonous. England treats postage mistakes as potential capital crimes. Your mail errors could theoretically be treason. The punishment for treasonous stamp placement includes theoretical execution. This has never been enforced but technically remains possible. England is very serious about stamp orientation. 47. Canadian coins have transaction limits. Too many coins makes your money illegal. Pay with excessive nickels and your payment doesn't count. Canada regulates coin quantity and transactions. The Currency Act limits how many pieces your money can be in. Your handful of quarters might be a legal payment. Canada said that's too many coins, use paper money. This prevents annoying coin payments but also creates bizarre payment restrictions. 48. And finally, in Scotland, pregnant women can legally pee anywhere. Pregnant bladders override all property rights and public decency laws. Scottish expectant mothers have universal urination privileges. Need to pee? You're pregnant? Go ahead, anywhere's fine. Scotland has decided that pregnancy creates bathroom exemptions for any location. Police officers must allow pregnant women to use their helmets as toilets if requested. This is simultaneously considerate and absolutely insane. Scottish law treats pregnancy as granting unlimited toilet exemptions, including police equipment usage. Imagine being a cop. Ma'am, you can't urinate here. I'm pregnant. Oh, carry on then. Would you like my helmet? This is real Scottish law putting pregnancy above everything, including basic sanitation standards. These laws show that legislators worldwide have created some truly baffling rules, often in response to one weird incident nobody wants to explain. The best part is imagining what specific situation prompted each oddly specific law. There's definitely a story behind every one. Most of these laws are technically still valid but rarely enforced, creating legal gray areas where you might be accidentally criminal right now. Subscribe if these ridiculous laws made you laugh, and remember that somewhere in the world, doing something completely normal makes you a lawbreaker.